You'll regret not watching this video. Stoic lessons people learn too late in life. Have you ever pondered the life-changing lessons people often discover too late? In this video, we will unveil these profound insights through the wisdom of Stoicism. Discover powerful tools that will not only help you overcome challenges but also foster remarkable personal growth. Join us as we explore how these ageless teachings can bring clarity and purpose to the chaos of modern life. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life. Prepare yourself for a transformative journey that will equip you with the wisdom to navigate life's complexities and seize the opportunities for true fulfillment. One, work quietly and let your success speak for itself. In the hustle and bustle of our modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the noise and chaos, striving to make our achievements known to everyone around us. However, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism teaches us a different path, one that values silent dedication and inner fulfillment over external validation. Work hard in silence and let your success make all the noise is a principle that resonates deeply with the Stoic mindset. This idea is not about shunning recognition but about focusing on the process and the personal growth that comes from dedication and effort. In today's world, we are bombarded with social media posts showcasing the highlights of people's lives, creating a false sense of urgency to match or surpass these curated moments. This constant comparison can lead to unnecessary stress and a feeling of inadequacy. Instead, embracing the Stoic lesson of working hard in silence allows us to find contentment in our efforts and progress, irrespective of the applause from others. It's about building a strong foundation of self-discipline and perseverance, knowing that true success is not measured by the volume of praise but by the quality of our endeavors and the impact they create. Moreover, this principle encourages us to focus on the intrinsic rewards of our hard work. When we work in silence, we cultivate patience, resilience, and a deeper understanding of our own capabilities. We begin to appreciate the journey itself, rather than just the destination. This mindset shift can be profoundly liberating, freeing us from the constant need for external validation. By staying true to our values and working diligently without seeking immediate recognition, we achieve a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that external accolades can never provide. Relating this to modern life, think about the times you have worked tirelessly on a project, only to find that the most rewarding aspect was the personal growth and knowledge gained along the way. Whether it's advancing in your career, improving your health, or nurturing relationships, the silent, consistent effort often yields the most significant and lasting results. By adopting this Stoic principle, we shift our focus from the superficial to the substantial, from fleeting praise to enduring success. In a world that often values noise over substance, let us be the quiet achievers. Let our actions speak louder than our words, and our dedication shine through in the quality of our work. As Seneca aptly put it, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By working hard in silence, we not only achieve our goals, but also cultivate a sense of contentment and gratitude for what we've accomplished. This Stoic approach to life can transform how we view success, helping us to lead more meaningful and fulfilling lives. In conclusion, the lesson of working hard in silence and letting your success make all the noise is a powerful reminder to focus on what truly matters. It's about embracing the journey, valuing personal growth, and finding satisfaction in our efforts rather than in the applause of others. So, as you navigate your path, remember to keep your head down, work diligently, and let your success speak for itself. By doing so, you will not only achieve your goals, but also find a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment in everything you do. 2. Every person in your life is a teacher. Every person you encounter in life, whether they bring joy or sorrow, is a teacher. This concept is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, one that many people come to understand only later in life, often after they've faced significant trials and tribulations. Reflecting on this idea, Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that every challenge you face and every person you meet, whether they support you or challenge you, contributes to your growth and wisdom. Consider the people in your life who have taught you about love and support. Their kindness and encouragement have likely fortified your sense of self-worth and resilience. These individuals are the ones who stand by you, offering a helping hand and a listening ear. Their lessons are invaluable, as they show you the importance of compassion and empathy. On the other hand, there are those who bring you lessons about what to avoid. These individuals may cause you pain or disappointment, but their presence is just as crucial. They teach you about the boundaries you need to set, the values you must uphold, and the red flags you should not ignore. It might be a deceitful friend who teaches you the importance of honesty and loyalty, or a toxic relationship that makes you realize your own worth and the necessity of self-respect. These difficult experiences often carry the most profound lessons, shaping your character and guiding your future decisions. For example, imagine you're working in a high-pressure job where your boss is overly critical and unappreciative. This person teaches you about perseverance and patience, but also about the importance of a healthy work environment. Perhaps this experience leads you to seek a new job where you are valued, ultimately finding a position that brings you fulfillment and happiness. It's a modern illustration of how adversity can lead to positive change. Have you ever taken a moment to consider what you've learned from the people around you? How have they influenced your life and decisions? This reflection can be eye-opening, revealing how intertwined our personal growth is with our interactions with others. It's crucial to approach each relationship with an open mind, recognizing that even the negative ones have something to offer. Embracing this mindset encourages you to look for lessons in every situation, transforming what might seem like setbacks into opportunities for growth. It's about shifting your perspective from seeing obstacles as merely obstacles to viewing them as essential components of your personal development. By doing so, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for all experiences, knowing that each one contributes to your journey. In the end, the specific lesson to take away is that life's true wisdom often comes from the most unexpected sources. The people who challenge you and the situations that test you are as valuable as those who offer you unwavering support. By understanding this, you can navigate life with greater equanimity and resilience, always looking for the silver lining in every encounter. So, the next time you face a difficult person or a challenging situation, ask yourself, what is this experience here to teach me? This approach not only enriches your life but also empowers you to turn every moment into a stepping stone toward a better, wiser self. 3. Don't compare yourself to anyone because you have your own path. Imagine this, you're scrolling through social media, and you see someone who appears to have everything you want, the perfect job, a beautiful home, a loving relationship. It's natural to compare yourself to others, but every second you spend doing that is a second lost from your own life. This isn't just a passing thought. It's a powerful Stoic lesson that many people learn too late. The great philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Reflect on this for a moment. The act of comparison is a thief of joy and contentment. It robs you of appreciating what you have and blinds you to your own achievements and potential. Each time you measure your worth against someone else's success, you're not just losing time, you're losing yourself in the process. Consider why this happens. From a young age, we're conditioned to believe that our value is determined by external metrics, grades, job titles, possessions. Society constantly reinforces this message, making it challenging to break free from the cycle of comparison. But here's a truth that can change your perspective. Your journey is unique. No one else has walked the exact path you have, faced the same challenges, or experienced the same triumphs. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This reminds us to embrace our circumstances and focus on our personal growth, rather than getting lost in the shadows of others. Now, let's delve deeper. Comparing yourself to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy and despair. These feelings can become so overwhelming that they paralyze you, preventing you from taking action towards your own goals. It's essential to recognize these emotions and understand their roots. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm truly seeking? Is it validation, a sense of accomplishment, or perhaps peace of mind? By identifying your core desires, you can redirect your energy towards fulfilling them in ways that are meaningful to you, rather than chasing after someone else's dreams. Moreover, the habit of comparison often stems from a place of insecurity and a lack of self-awareness. When you constantly look outward for validation, you neglect the inner work necessary for true fulfillment. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means setting your own standards and goals based on your values and aspirations. Instead of measuring your progress against others, measure it against your own previous self. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you becoming a better version of yourself? Imagine the freedom and empowerment that comes with focusing solely on your own journey. When you stop comparing and start appreciating your life, you begin to notice the abundance that surrounds you. You recognize the small victories and the everyday moments of joy that make life worthwhile. This shift in perspective not only boosts your self-esteem but also enhances your overall well-being. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders, allowing you to move forward with clarity and purpose. To engage more deeply with this concept, I invite you to ponder this open-ended question. How would your life change if you stopped comparing yourself to others and started valuing your unique journey? Take a moment to think about it. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. By discussing this openly, we can all learn from each other and support one another in embracing our individual paths. Remember, every second is precious. Don't waste it living someone else's life. As you go through your day, keep this Stoic lesson in mind. Cherish your progress no matter how small it may seem. Celebrate your individuality and let go of the need for external validation. Your worth is inherent, and your journey is significant. Embrace it with all your heart, and you will find a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace. In closing, reflect on the wisdom of the Stoics and apply it to your daily life. By doing so, you'll cultivate a mindset that values personal growth over comparison, leading to a more fulfilling and contented existence. If you've made it this far and are still with us, please pause for a moment and comment below with, "I value wisdom." This small gesture will show that you recognize the importance of learning and growing through life's lessons. Now, let's continue on this journey together, embracing the timeless wisdom of the Stoics to live more meaningful and fulfilled lives. 4. You have to do what is right for you. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to forget that the path we walk is uniquely our own. One of the most profound Stoic lessons is that you have to do what is right for you. No one else is walking in your shoes. This wisdom, echoed by Marcus Aurelius, reminds us that our decisions must align with our values and inner compass, not the expectations or judgments of others. As Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts," indicating that our inner world shapes our reality. Therefore, living authentically requires us to listen to our inner voice and act accordingly. It's a simple concept, yet so often we find ourselves swayed by societal pressures, family expectations, or the fear of disappointing others. But consider this: when you reach the end of your journey, it is your own reflections and regrets that will matter most, not those of the people around you. Our modern world complicates this principle with constant distractions and comparisons. Social media, for instance, bombards us with curated highlights of other people's lives, making it tempting to measure our worth against theirs. But Stoic wisdom urges us to focus inward, to cultivate a life that is true to our own aspirations and principles. Seneca once wisely noted, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." This suggests that courage to pursue our own path often simplifies our struggles. Imagine you are on a winding trail in a dense forest. The path is unclear, and occasionally, you see markers left by those who walked before you. While these markers can provide guidance, the terrain constantly changes, and you must adapt to the conditions you encounter. This metaphor illustrates that while advice and examples from others can be helpful, your journey is distinct and only you can navigate it. In practical terms, this means making decisions that align with your true self, even if they are unpopular or misunderstood. For instance, pursuing a career change in midlife might seem daunting and unconventional, but if it aligns with your passion and values, it is the right choice for you. As Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Moreover, living authentically also means setting boundaries and saying no to things that do not serve your well-being or personal growth. This could mean declining a promotion that demands more time than you're willing to sacrifice, or choosing to spend your weekends in nature rather than attending social events that drain you. Each decision, big or small, should reflect your own values and priorities. Connecting this to modern life, we see a growing movement towards mindfulness and intentional living. People are increasingly recognizing the value of tuning out external noise and focusing on what truly matters to them. This shift is evident in the popularity of practices like meditation, journaling, and minimalism, all of which encourage introspection and alignment with one's core values. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson that no one else is walking in your shoes is a powerful reminder to live authentically and make decisions that resonate with your inner self. By embracing this principle, you can navigate life's complexities with confidence and clarity, ensuring that when you look back, you do so without regret. Let this guide you in crafting a life that is true to you, free from the weight of external expectations and full of personal fulfillment. 5. The transformative power of gratitude. When we reflect on the fleeting nature of life, it becomes evident that gratitude is a powerful tool often overlooked until it's too late. Imagine living each day with a heart full of gratitude, recognizing the beauty and blessings that surround you. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This mindset not only enriches your own life, but also attracts more positive experiences and opportunities your way. Consider the story of a successful entrepreneur, Alex. In the early years of his career, Alex was consumed by the pursuit of success. He worked tirelessly, often neglecting the small joys of life. Despite his financial achievements, he felt an unshakable void. It wasn't until he started a daily practice of gratitude, noting down 3 things he was thankful for each morning, that his perspective began to shift. This simple habit transformed his outlook, making him more aware of the countless blessings he had overlooked: his supportive family, good health, and the beauty of nature around him. Gratitude, as Alex discovered, has a magnetic quality. The more you acknowledge and appreciate what you have, the more you find reasons to be grateful. This is not just a philosophical idea, but a psychological truth. Our brains are wired to focus on what we deem important. By practicing gratitude, we train our minds to notice the positives rather than fixate on the negatives. This shift in focus can profoundly impact our mental well-being and overall happiness. Think about the relationships in your life. How often do you express genuine gratitude towards those who support and care for you? Relationships thrive on appreciation. A heartfelt thank you can strengthen bonds and foster deeper connections. Reflect on a time when someone expressed sincere gratitude towards you. How did it make you feel? Now imagine spreading that feeling to others daily. The ripple effect of gratitude can create a more compassionate and understanding world. In today's fast-paced society, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to pause and appreciate the moment. We're constantly chasing the next milestone, often taking our current blessings for granted. However, by embracing gratitude, we can find contentment in the present. It's about shifting our mindset from a scarcity mentality to one of abundance. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we begin to see and appreciate what we already possess. Consider another modern-day example, Sarah, a busy mother of two. Balancing work, family, and personal time seemed overwhelming. She often felt stressed and underappreciated. But when she introduced gratitude into her daily routine, writing down her blessings each night, she noticed a significant change. She began to appreciate the small moments, her children's laughter, the support of her spouse, even the quiet time she had to herself. This practice didn't change her circumstances but altered her perception, making her more resilient and positive. Gratitude can also be a powerful tool in overcoming challenges. When faced with adversity, focusing on what we are grateful for can provide strength and perspective. It reminds us of our resources and the support system we have, helping us navigate tough times with a positive outlook. This resilience, born from gratitude, is a core tenet of Stoic philosophy. As Epictetus wisely stated, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. As you reflect on your own life, ask yourself, how often do I practice gratitude? What are the things, big or small, that I am thankful for today? Engaging with these questions can help you cultivate a grateful mindset, leading to a more fulfilling and joyful life. Remember, gratitude is not about ignoring life's challenges, but about acknowledging the good amidst the struggle. It's about creating a positive feedback loop, where appreciation breeds more reasons to be appreciative. In conclusion, the practice of gratitude can transform your life in profound ways. It attracts more positivity, enhances relationships, and builds resilience. By consciously embracing gratitude, you open the door to a more abundant and fulfilling life. Start today by expressing appreciation for the people and things that make your life special. You'll find that the more grateful you are, the more you have to be grateful for. This simple yet powerful practice can truly change your life for the better, ensuring that you live with a heart full of joy and contentment. 6. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to lose sight of our own needs and well-being. We often feel compelled to put others first, whether it's our family, friends, or colleagues. However, one of the most crucial lessons we learn too late in life is the importance of prioritizing ourselves. This isn't about being selfish or self-centered. It's about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you continuously sacrifice your own needs for the sake of others, you will inevitably burn out and be left with nothing to give. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our mental and emotional health profoundly impacts our overall well-being. When we neglect ourselves, we paint our lives with shades of stress, fatigue, and dissatisfaction. Have you ever felt overwhelmed because you took on too much to help others? How did that affect your mood and energy levels? By making yourself a priority, you ensure that you have the strength and resilience to support those around you effectively. It's about striking a balance, where you meet your own needs while still being there for others. This approach fosters a healthier, more sustainable way of living. Consider the example of airplane safety instructions. You are always advised to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. This principle applies to everyday life as well. When you take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health, you are better equipped to handle life's challenges and support those you care about. It's not about neglecting others. It's about ensuring that you are in the best possible state to contribute positively to their lives. Reflect on times when you've put yourself last. Did it lead to feelings of resentment or exhaustion? What could you have done differently to maintain a healthier balance? By prioritizing self-care, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and strength that radiates outward, positively impacting your relationships and interactions. Furthermore, understanding the importance of setting boundaries is a key aspect of prioritizing yourself. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out, but guidelines to help you protect your time, energy, and well-being. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized, "No person is free who is not master of himself." This means that true freedom and fulfillment come from taking control of your life and making choices that align with your values and needs. How often do you find yourself agreeing to something just to please others, even when it drains you? What steps can you take to establish healthier boundaries that honor your well-being? By setting and respecting your own limits, you communicate to others that your time and energy are valuable. This not only enhances your self-respect, but also teaches others to value and respect your needs. Incorporating self-prioritization into your daily routine can start with small, manageable steps. Begin by identifying activities that rejuvenate and fulfill you. Whether it's a quiet morning walk, reading a book, practicing meditation, or engaging in a hobby, make time for these activities regularly. Seneca, a renowned Stoic thinker, wisely noted, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This insight urges us to make the most of our time by dedicating it to activities that nurture our well-being and personal growth. Prioritizing yourself also involves acknowledging and addressing your emotional needs. It's okay to seek support when you need it, whether from friends, family, or a professional. By doing so, you demonstrate self-awareness and a commitment to your well-being. Remember, self-care is not a one-time act, but a continuous practice that evolves with your needs and circumstances. How do you currently address your emotional needs? Are there areas where you could seek more support or make changes to better serve your well-being? Ultimately, prioritizing yourself is a journey of self-discovery and self-respect. It's about recognizing that you deserve the same care and attention you give to others. By embracing this mindset, you pave the way for a more balanced, fulfilling life where you can thrive and genuinely support those around you. Reflect on the areas of your life where you can start making changes today. What steps will you take to prioritize your well-being and create a life that honors your needs and values? If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering the vital Stoic lessons that can change your life. Comment below with Stoic wisdom to affirm your commitment to embracing these transformative insights. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of knowledge we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you lead a more fulfilling and enlightened life. 7. Not everyone is with you as they say they are. One of the most critical lessons in life, often realized when it's too late, is the stark difference between words and actions. We are frequently surrounded by people who promise the moon and stars, offering their unwavering support and loyalty. However, the harsh reality is that not everyone is as they claim to be. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This means actions are the true measure of a person's intentions and character, far surpassing mere words. As you navigate through life, it's crucial to remember that while words can be sweet and persuasive, actions are the definitive proof of one's sincerity. Let's delve deeper into this concept. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to be swayed by eloquent promises and grand declarations. However, Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the surface. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic sage, advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This underscores the importance of actions over rhetoric. When someone says they are with you, it's essential to observe their behavior. Are they there when you need them most, or do they disappear in times of adversity? Do their actions align with their words, or do they contradict them? These observations are vital in distinguishing true allies from fair-weather friends. In modern life, this lesson is more relevant than ever. We are bombarded with social media posts and public declarations, often masking the true nature of relationships. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion of support and friendship. However, Stoicism urges us to maintain a critical eye and an objective mind. This means that true friends and supporters reveal themselves not in their words, but in their consistent, reliable actions over time. Consider a scenario where a friend repeatedly assures you of their support but fails to show up when you need them the most. This inconsistency can cause disappointment and heartache. By adhering to the Stoic principle of valuing actions over words, you protect yourself from such letdowns. You learn to invest your trust in those who have proven themselves through their deeds. This shift in perspective can significantly enhance your relationships and overall well-being. Moreover, this principle applies not only to personal relationships but also to professional and societal contexts. In your career, you may encounter colleagues or superiors who make grand promises. By focusing on their actions rather than their words, you can better gauge their reliability and integrity. This discernment can guide you in making more informed decisions and fostering genuine professional relationships. To apply this wisdom in your daily life, start by observing the actions of those around you. Reflect on whether their behavior aligns with their words. Are they consistent and dependable? Or do they fall short when it matters most? Use this understanding to build stronger, more authentic connections. Remember, true loyalty and support are demonstrated through actions, not just words. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson that not everyone is with you as they say they are is a powerful reminder to prioritize actions over words. By doing so, you can protect yourself from false promises and cultivate more meaningful, trustworthy relationships. Embrace this wisdom and let it guide you toward a life filled with genuine connections and unwavering support. 8. Be careful with your words. Words are powerful tools that shape our interactions, relationships, and the perceptions others have of us. Often, we underestimate the weight our words carry, but once spoken, they leave a lasting imprint that cannot be easily erased. Imagine a moment of frustration where harsh words are spoken. Those words might be forgiven over time, but the sting they cause can linger indefinitely. This is why it's essential to be mindful and deliberate with our speech. Consider a modern scenario. You're at work and a colleague makes a mistake on a project. In a moment of anger, you might blurt out something hurtful, pointing out their failure in front of others. Though you may apologize later, the damage is done. Your colleague may forgive you, but they'll always remember how those words made them feel, potentially altering your relationship and creating a sense of mistrust or resentment. Now let's delve into a story that highlights this principle. Emily, a talented designer, worked tirelessly on a presentation for a significant client. Her boss, Mark, was known for his high standards and often harsh critiques. During the review, Mark, frustrated by minor errors, harshly criticized Emily's work in front of the entire team. Though Emily accepted his apology later, the words left a deep scar. She felt undervalued and demoralized, affecting her performance and enthusiasm for future projects. Mark's impulsive words had a lasting impact on Emily's confidence and their professional relationship. This story emphasizes the importance of thoughtful communication. Before speaking, consider the long-term effects your words may have. Are they constructive? Do they uplift or tear down? Remember, while forgiveness may be extended, the memory of hurtful words can persist, influencing how others perceive and interact with you. Open-ended questions are a great way to engage in mindful communication. Instead of making accusatory statements, ask questions like, "How can we improve this together?" Or, "What support do you need to avoid this mistake in the future?" This approach fosters a collaborative environment and shows respect for the other person's perspective. Furthermore, reflecting on your own experiences can help you understand the impact of words. Think about a time when someone's words deeply affected you, either positively or negatively. How did it shape your feelings toward them? How did it influence your actions? By acknowledging these experiences, you can better appreciate the power of your own words and strive to use them more wisely. In today's fast-paced world, where communication is often instant and sometimes thoughtless, taking a moment to choose your words carefully is more critical than ever. Social media, emails, and texts can sometimes lack the nuance of face-to-face conversation, making it easier to misinterpret or be misunderstood. Therefore, it's essential to pause and consider how your message will be received before hitting send. So, what can we learn from this? The lesson here is simple yet profound. Words matter. They have the power to build or break, to inspire or demoralize. By being mindful of our speech, we not only show respect and consideration for others, but also cultivate a more positive and constructive environment around us. In conclusion, always be cautious with your words. Practice empathy. Think before you speak, and strive to communicate with kindness and clarity. Your words have the potential to heal, encourage, and create lasting positive impressions. Remember, while forgiveness is a noble act, the memory of hurtful words can linger. Choose your words wisely, for they are a reflection of your character and a tool for shaping the world around you. What steps will you take today to ensure your words leave a positive impact? How will you use your speech to build others up rather than tear them down? Reflect on these questions and let them guide your communication in a more mindful and compassionate direction. 9. The power of physical health in achieving mental strength. Many people reflect on their lives with regret, wishing they had taken better care of their bodies. This realization often comes too late, highlighting one of life's most vital lessons. A weakened body is often a sign of a troubled mind, a deficiency in willpower, and a series of poor life choices. Think about it. Every time you choose to skip a workout, eat junk food, or neglect your health, you are making a choice that impacts not only your physical state, but also your mental and emotional well-being. A strong, healthy body is a reflection of a disciplined mind and a testament to your commitment to living a fulfilling life. By prioritizing your physical health, you are building a foundation for a stronger mind and a more resilient spirit. The body and mind are interconnected. Neglecting one inevitably affects the other. When you let your body deteriorate, your mind follows. You may start to feel sluggish, unmotivated, and even depressed. On the contrary, when you take steps to improve your physical health, you often find that your mental clarity and emotional stability improve as well. Exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest are not just about looking good. They are about feeling good and functioning at your best. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastering yourself starts with the taking control of your body. This isn't about vanity or superficial appearances. It's about respect for yourself and your potential. Have you ever noticed how good you feel after a workout? That rush of endorphins, the sense of accomplishment, and the knowledge that you are doing something beneficial for yourself? This is your body and mind working together to create a positive feedback loop. The more you invest in your physical health, the more benefits you will reap in all areas of your life. It's a cycle of improvement that feeds on itself, leading to greater overall well-being. But how often do we ignore this simple truth until it's too late? How often do we prioritize work, social obligations, or even leisure activities over our health, only to pay the price later on? By taking care of your body, you are not only improving your physical health, but also setting a standard for yourself that affects every other aspect of your life. Discipline in one area often leads to discipline in others. When you commit to regular exercise, for example, you may find that you are more disciplined in your work, more patient in your relationships, and more focused on your personal goals. This holistic approach to self-care can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. It is a principle echoed by Seneca, who said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." The journey to better health is not always easy, but it is always worth it. So, what steps can you take today to start improving your physical health? How can you incorporate small, manageable changes into your daily routine that will lead to significant benefits over time? Perhaps you can start with something as simple as a daily walk, a commitment to drinking more water, or choosing healthier meals. These small steps can add up to big changes, setting you on a path to better health and a stronger mind. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about consistent, positive actions that become habits over time. As you reflect on your current state of health, ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today to honor my body and, by extension, my mind? How can I show up for myself in a way that reflects my commitment to a better life? These are important questions that can guide you toward a more fulfilling and balanced existence. By making your physical health a priority, you are making a statement about your values and your vision for your future. You are saying that you are worth the effort and that your potential is worth unlocking. Fixing your body before anything else is not just about physical appearance. It's about building a foundation for a stronger mind and a more resilient spirit. It's about making choices that reflect your commitment to yourself and your well-being. Your body is a vessel for your mind and spirit. Take care of it, and it will take care of you. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the journey to discovering Stoic wisdom that many learn too late. Comment below with life lessons to show your dedication to these transformative principles. Don't leave yet. There's so much more valuable insight we want to share with you. Stay until the end to unlock the secrets that can profoundly impact your life. 10. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. One of the most profound lessons in life is the understanding that our daily actions and choices have a lasting impact on our future. This concept, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, emphasizes the importance of living with intention and purpose every single day. Marcus Aurelius, reminding us that our present mindset and actions carve the path for our future. Imagine each day as a stepping stone on the path of life. Each step you take, no matter how small, contributes to your overall journey. If you take a step with determination and mindfulness, you move forward with strength and clarity. However, if you take a step without care or direction, you risk stumbling or veering off course. This metaphor underscores the significance of our daily habits and routines. By making conscious, positive choices today, we set ourselves up for a brighter and more fulfilling tomorrow. In our modern lives, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, losing sight of the bigger picture. We often procrastinate, putting off important tasks and decisions, thinking we'll handle them later. But later becomes never, and we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of regret and missed opportunities. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "While we are postponing, life speeds by." To break free from this cycle, we must adopt a proactive mindset, understanding that our actions today are the seeds of our future success and happiness. Consider the habits you cultivate daily. Are they leading you toward your goals and aspirations, or are they holding you back? Every choice, from the food you eat to the way you spend your time, either strengthens or weakens your future self. By prioritizing healthy habits, continuous learning, and positive relationships, you invest in a prosperous and rewarding future. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic thinker, advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This principle encourages us to envision our ideal selves and take deliberate steps to become that person. In practical terms, this might mean setting aside time each day for activities that contribute to your personal growth and well-being. It could be reading a book that expands your knowledge, exercising to maintain physical health, or practicing mindfulness to enhance mental clarity. These small, consistent efforts accumulate over time, leading to significant improvements in your overall quality of life. Imagine the cumulative effect of dedicating just 30 minutes each day to learning a new skill or nurturing a hobby. Over a year, this modest investment of time can transform you into a more knowledgeable and skilled individual, opening doors to new opportunities and achievements. Moreover, this principle of daily intentionality extends to our interactions with others. The kindness, patience, and respect we show today can foster stronger relationships and build a supportive network for the future. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca suggested, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. By treating others with compassion and understanding, we create a positive ripple effect that enhances both our lives and the lives of those around us. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson that what you do today can improve all your tomorrows is a timeless truth that holds immense power. By embracing this principle and making mindful, intentional choices each day, we can shape a future filled with happiness, success, and fulfillment. Remember, the future is not something that merely happens to us. It is something we actively create through our actions and decisions. So take control of your present, and you will inevitably improve all your tomorrows. 11. Sometimes you just have to say no. Sometimes in life you find yourself overwhelmed with obligations, tasks, and expectations from others. It's in these moments that the wisdom of saying no becomes essential, yet many of us struggle with it. This struggle often stems from the deep-seated fear of disappointing others or being perceived as selfish. However, constantly saying yes can lead to burnout, stress, and a lack of focus on what truly matters to you. The ancient Stoic philosophers understood this well. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our control and not being swayed by external pressures. This means prioritizing your well-being and values over the endless demands of the world. Think about your own life. How many times have you agreed to do something that you didn't want to do simply because you felt guilty? How did that impact your happiness and productivity? Learning to say no without guilt is a powerful step towards reclaiming your time and energy. Consider this story. Jane, a dedicated professional, found herself constantly agreeing to take on extra projects at work. She feared that saying no would make her seem uncooperative or less committed. Over time, Jane's workload became unmanageable. She was working late hours, missing family events, and her health started to deteriorate. One day she realized that her constant yes was not only affecting her but also diminishing the quality of her work. She decided to have a candid conversation with her boss, explaining that to perform at her best, she needed to set some boundaries. Surprisingly, her boss was understanding and supportive, and Jane found that saying no when necessary allowed her to excel in her key responsibilities and regain balance in her life. This brings us to an important question. How can you say no effectively without feeling guilty? The first step is to understand that your time and energy are finite resources. By overcommitting, you are doing a disservice not only to yourself, but also to those who depend on you to deliver quality work or support. It's essential to communicate your no respectfully and assertively, without lengthy justifications. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this because I have so much going on and I'm really tired," you can simply say, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but I won't be able to take this on at the moment." This approach is honest and respectful, acknowledging the request without compromising your boundaries. The lesson here is profound yet simple. Prioritize what aligns with your values and long-term goals. By doing so, you are not being selfish, but rather ensuring that you can contribute meaningfully and sustainably to your commitments. This principle is not only applicable in professional settings, but also in personal life. For instance, social obligations can often feel overwhelming. You might feel compelled to attend every event or meet every friend who asks, but this can lead to fatigue and a lack of personal time. Understanding and accepting that it's okay to decline some invitations is crucial for maintaining your mental health and personal happiness. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, what are the areas in your life where you feel overextended? How can you start setting boundaries today? The ability to say no with confidence and without guilt is a skill that will serve you well throughout life. It's about being clear on your priorities and recognizing that it's impossible to please everyone. Remember, saying no to something that doesn't align with your values is saying yes to yourself and your well-being. The next time you are faced with a request that doesn't fit into your priorities, take a deep breath and remember that your no is a powerful tool for a balanced and fulfilling life. In conclusion, the key message is clear. You must learn to say no without guilt to protect your well-being and focus on what truly matters. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, who remind us to stay true to our values and not be swayed by the endless demands of the world. By doing so, you will not only improve your quality of life, but also be able to give your best to the commitments that genuinely matter to you. So, take a moment to reflect on where you need to set boundaries and start practicing the art of saying no with confidence and grace. 12. Overcoming the fear of making mistakes. Let's delve into a profound life lesson that many people unfortunately learn too late. The biggest and worst mistake you can make in life is to continually fear that you will make one. This concept, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches us the importance of overcoming our fears to lead a fulfilling life. Fear, especially the fear of making mistakes, can be incredibly paralyzing. It holds us back from taking risks, trying new things, and ultimately growing as individuals. Imagine a life where every decision you make is overshadowed by the dread of failure. You might miss out on incredible opportunities and experiences simply because you were too afraid to step out of your comfort zone. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote encapsulates the essence of how our minds can create barriers that are far more daunting than the actual challenges we face. Now consider how much time and energy is wasted on worrying about potential mistakes. This constant anxiety not only drains your mental resources, but also prevents you from living in the present moment. The Stoics believed in focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This principle is crucial in overcoming the fear of making mistakes. Instead of being consumed by worry, channel your energy into what you can do right now to improve your situation. Ask yourself, what can you learn from this experience? How can you grow from it? These questions shift your focus from fear to growth, enabling you to embrace life's challenges with a more resilient mindset. Embracing the possibility of making mistakes also means accepting that failure is a natural part of life. It is through our mistakes that we learn, adapt, and become stronger. The renowned inventor Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective turns failure into a valuable learning experience rather than a source of fear. When you stop fearing mistakes, you open yourself up to new possibilities and innovations. You start to see each setback as a stepping stone toward success. Furthermore, the fear of making mistakes often stems from a deeper fear of judgment from others. We worry about what people will think of us if we fail. However, it's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes. It's a universal human experience. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." By understanding that others are too preoccupied with their own fears and insecurities, you can liberate yourself from the weight of their judgment. Now let's turn this philosophical insight into a practical action. Next time you find yourself paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? More often than not, the worst-case scenario is not as catastrophic as you imagine. Break down the fear into manageable parts and tackle them one by one. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. As Nelson Mandela famously said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." In your journey to overcome the fear of making mistakes, it's crucial to cultivate a mindset of resilience and continuous learning. View each mistake as a lesson rather than a failure. Celebrate your efforts and progress, no matter how small. Engage with others who have faced similar fears and learn from their experiences. How have they overcome their fears? What strategies did they use? This community of shared experiences can provide valuable support and insights. Ultimately, living a life free from the fear of making mistakes is about embracing your humanity. It's about understanding that perfection is an illusion, and that growth comes from taking risks and learning from the outcomes. So, I urge you to take that leap, try that new venture, and step into the unknown. Don't let the fear of making mistakes hold you back. Instead, see it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. How will you let go of your fears today and embrace the limitless possibilities that life has to offer? Thank you for being part of today's video. Before we proceed, I want to thank you for your participation in our community. Feel free to share your thoughts or simply comment, "I wish I knew" if you're new, or "I'm learning Stoic lessons" if you've been around. Your interaction is a great source of motivation for us. Let's continue this journey of learning and growth together, shall we? 13. The power of forgiveness in Stoic wisdom. Regrets can persist all your life if you don't learn to forgive yourself and others. Imagine carrying the burden of past mistakes and grievances throughout your life. This unending weight not only saps your energy, but also clouds your ability to live fully in the present. One of the most profound lessons from Stoicism is the importance of self-forgiveness and the forgiveness of others. Seneca once said, "To err is human, but to persist in error is diabolical." This underscores the necessity of acknowledging our mistakes but not letting them define us. We must understand that holding on to grudges, whether they are directed at ourselves or others, only perpetuates a cycle of negativity and regret. In our fast-paced modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the mistakes we've made, letting them gnaw at our conscience. But by embracing Stoic principles, we can learn to forgive and let go. Consider Marcus Aurelius's words, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This quote is not about revenge, but about rising above the actions of others and not allowing their wrongdoings to dictate our emotions and actions. It's a reminder that forgiveness is not about condoning the wrongs done to us, but about freeing ourselves from the emotional chains they place on us. This approach can be incredibly liberating and is essential for personal growth and mental peace. When we forgive ourselves, we acknowledge our humanity and our capacity to learn and improve. We accept that we are a work in progress, capable of change and deserving of compassion. Expanding on this, forgiveness of oneself is crucial because it allows us to move forward without the heavy baggage of self-blame. Think about how many times you've replayed a mistake in your mind, wishing you could go back and change it. This relentless cycle of self-recrimination can be paralyzing. By practicing self-forgiveness, we break free from this cycle and pave the way for personal growth and resilience. Moreover, forgiving others is equally important as it prevents us from harboring resentment and anger. These negative emotions can consume us, affecting our mental and physical health. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that we suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. By altering our judgment and choosing forgiveness, we reclaim our peace of mind and emotional well-being. Relating this to modern life, where stress and anxiety are rampant, learning to forgive can be a powerful tool for maintaining balance and harmony. We are constantly bombarded with situations and interactions that can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. By adopting a forgiving mindset, we can navigate these challenges with grace and equanimity. It's not just about big, life-altering events. Even small daily irritations can accumulate and weigh us down. Forgiveness helps us to release these minor grievances, preventing them from escalating into major sources of stress. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson of forgiveness is timeless and universally applicable. By forgiving ourselves, we allow room for self-improvement and personal growth. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the shackles of resentment and anger, fostering a more peaceful and fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let your thoughts be guided by forgiveness, and you'll find that regrets will have less power over you. Embrace this Stoic wisdom, and you will not only reduce the burden of past regrets, but also pave the way for a more content and resilient future. 14. You can start your life anew anytime you want. Life often seems to follow a predetermined path where we feel trapped by our past choices, our circumstances, and the expectations of others. However, there's a profound truth many of us realize too late. You can start your life anew anytime you want. This insight, central to Stoic philosophy, is both liberating and empowering. Imagine waking up each day with the realization that you have the power to redefine your life. This isn't just about making a superficial change. It's about fundamentally transforming how you perceive yourself and the world around you. It's about stepping into the person you truly want to be today, right now, without waiting for some arbitrary milestone or external validation. Let's delve deeper into this idea with a relatable story. Consider Emma, a successful corporate executive. By society's standards, she had it all: a high-paying job, a luxurious home, and an enviable lifestyle. But Emma felt an emptiness she couldn't shake off. She had always dreamed of being an artist, of creating something meaningful and beautiful. However, the fear of leaving her stable career and the doubt instilled by those around her kept her shackled to a life that wasn't truly hers. One day, after a particularly stressful week, Emma came across a quote by Marcus Aurelius. "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This resonated with her deeply. She realized that the obstacles she perceived were actually opportunities for growth and transformation. Inspired, she decided to take the plunge. Emma began dedicating her mornings to painting, gradually shifting her focus from corporate meetings to canvases. Her decision wasn't met with immediate success, but she found unparalleled joy and fulfillment in her new path. Over time, her work gained recognition, and she eventually left her corporate job to pursue her passion full-time. Emma's story isn't unique. It's a testament to the power of starting anew, a choice available to each one of us at any moment. Reflecting on this, ask yourself, what is holding you back from being the person you truly want to be? Is it fear, doubt, or the expectations of others? These barriers are often self-imposed and can be dismantled with a shift in perspective. The Stoics teach us that we have control over our thoughts and actions, even if we can't control external events. By focusing on what we can change, we open up a world of possibilities. Starting anew doesn't mean erasing your past. It means integrating your experiences and learning from them while moving forward with intention and purpose. It's about embracing the present moment and making choices that align with your true self. This might mean pursuing a new career, adopting healthier habits, or simply changing how you interact with the world. Engage with this concept by asking yourself, what steps can I take today to start living more authentically? How can I align my daily actions with my true values and aspirations? By actively questioning and reflecting, you begin to dismantle the mental barriers that hold you back. Remember, it's never too late to start anew. The only limits are the ones we place on ourselves. So, take that first step today. Embrace the power you have to redefine your life and start living in a way that truly resonates with who you are. The lesson here is clear. You have the power to start your life anew at any moment. Embrace this truth and let it guide your actions and decisions. By doing so, you not only create a life that is more fulfilling and authentic, but also inspire others to do the same. Each day is an opportunity to step closer to the person you truly want to be. Don't wait for tomorrow or the right moment. Start today. Take control of your destiny and let your true self shine. 15. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Life is filled with moments that stir our emotions, often catching us off guard. It's in these moments that we might feel a rush of anger, sadness, or even joy, compelling us to act. However, making decisions in the heat of such emotions can lead to consequences that linger far beyond the fleeting feelings that prompted them. Have you ever found yourself regretting a choice made in a moment of intense emotion? Perhaps it was a harsh word spoken in anger, a rash decision to quit a job out of frustration, or a spontaneous purchase driven by a sudden desire for something new. These are all examples of how temporary emotions can push us toward decisions that we might later regret. The Stoic philosophy, which has guided countless individuals throughout history, teaches us the importance of pausing and reflecting before making decisions. As Seneca wisely said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." This quote reminds us that our emotional responses, if left unchecked, can cause more harm than the situations that triggered them. Think about the last time you made a choice driven by a strong emotion. Did the outcome align with your long-term goals and values, or did it create new problems that had to be addressed? By examining these instances, we can learn valuable lessons about the importance of emotional regulation and the benefits of making decisions with a calm and clear mind. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the practice of mindfulness and self-control. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the nature of emotions and how they affect our judgment. He advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom encourages us to focus on controlling our reactions rather than trying to control external circumstances. By doing so, we gain the clarity needed to make sound decisions that are in our best interest. Imagine being able to face a challenging situation with a sense of calm and detachment. How might this change the way you respond to conflicts at work, disagreements with loved ones, or unexpected setbacks? Developing the ability to step back and observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them is a skill that can transform our lives. It's important to recognize that emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and they serve valuable purposes. They can alert us to potential dangers, deepen our connections with others, and enrich our lives with joy and passion. However, allowing emotions to dictate our decisions can lead to instability and regret. Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, taught that we should make the best use of what is in our power and take the rest as it happens. This perspective helps us accept that, while we cannot always control our emotions, we can control how we respond to them. Next time you find yourself in the grip of a strong emotion, try taking a few deep breaths and allowing yourself a moment to pause. Ask yourself if the decision you're about to make is driven by the emotion you're feeling or if it's aligned with your long-term values and goals. This simple practice can create a space for reflection and prevent hasty actions that you might later regret. Engaging with your emotions in this way also opens up opportunities for deeper self-awareness and personal growth. How often do you take the time to reflect on your emotional responses and the decisions they lead to? By making this a regular practice, you can gain greater insight into your patterns of behavior and make more deliberate choices. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson of not making permanent decisions based on temporary emotions is a timeless piece of wisdom that can help us navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and clarity. By embracing mindfulness, self-control, and reflection, we can ensure that our decisions are thoughtful and aligned with our true selves. Thank you for watching. You'll regret not watching this video. Stoic lessons people learn too late in life on our channel, Stoic in Your Life. We hope you found the insights and wisdom from Stoicism inspiring and helpful. As we've discussed, these lessons remind us of the importance of living with intention, embracing personal growth, and finding clarity amidst the chaos of modern life. Now it's your turn to apply these principles to your daily routine. What step will you take today to incorporate Stoic wisdom into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more content that can transform your life. Your journey towards a more fulfilled and purposeful life begins now.